Hi everyone, it's Bee here at Little Miss Bee Crafts. I'm on today to show you, I'm just doing some more in my little junk journal. Okay, so that was the page that we did the other day, and I just wanted to show you some three different ways to use your paper stash and to make three different pockets for your, or envelopes, whatever you want to call them, for your junk journal. Okay, so the first one, and all of these are basically folded. I wouldn't say they need any kind of glue. You can do. The first one definitely doesn't need any kind of glue, it's kind of an origami one. The second one might need a little bit of glue, and the third one, yeah, maybe. So, but a lot of it is just folding, and you just need paper. And you can use book pages, you can use, these are free papers that I got out of a Papercraft magazine, so they're not, you know those Papercraft magazines, and sometimes you get some papers in them. These are those, and I've had them in my stash for a while, and I just thought it will brighten up my little journal. I just feel like my journal's got a lot of plain paper in it, so I just wanted to kind of bring it a bit more modern, but keep it floral, keep it a little bit, and I think they still look a bit vintage as well, so I just wanted to add a bit of colour. So the first one that we're going to do is, I've cut an A4 sheets. These are kind of A4 sheets that, like I said, I've got them from free magazines. You can, whatever kind of pages you want to use, whatever size, you could do this with a bigger page, you could do it with a smaller page, but you want it to be a rectangle page for this one. Okay, so I'll just move these pages out of the way so that you can see what I'm doing, and I'll just move my journal up there. Okay, so for this one I've got half of the A4 sheet of paper, so I've cut it in half, and the rest of it would have been the A4, so this is half of an A4, which is A5. Okay, so whichever side of the paper you want to show, so I want this side to show, I'm going to turn it over. So what you want to do is find the middle of this sheet of paper, just give it a little crease at the top there so you can find the middle, and then we're going to just pull this corner down to make a little triangle. Try and get it as straight as you can here, and you don't really want to go over this, you don't want to go over that middle line that you've done there either. Okay, I'm just hoping that you kind of, yeah, that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then again try and get them as straight as you can again. Okay, so that you've got those, and then we're going to fold these into the middle again, not trying to go over that, trying to keep it so that you are, you're not going over that middle line, and try and keep it as straight as you can there. Okay, and then this one for here. Okay, and then what you're going to do, I told you these are very, very easy and quick and simple to do. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to decide the depth of your envelope. So I want mine to be about maybe that, and you don't want this bit here to be longer. Okay, so maybe a little bit, yeah, so I'm just going to crease that. Okay, so as you can see, that's quite a nice, the size of that for my journal I think is a nice, so you're kind of talking a third or something. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this bit back so that it's in line with the bottom of that triangle, so that is going to be your flap. Okay, so you want that to fold back, going to fold it back first and make sure all these lines are straight. You want to do that first. Okay, and then what we're going to do is, can you see these two flaps there? What you're going to do is fold that back in again on itself on that crease line that you've just made, and that's why you don't really want paper that's too thick. You want kind of 180 GSM or something like that, because you don't want it to be too bulky. So copier paper, book page paper, magazine paper like this is great. And then what I'm doing is I'm tucking this bit into that flap and tucking that bit into that flap there. Okay, so just pushing them in, push them down and give them a nice crease. Maybe use your bone folder or your ruler just to give them all a nice crease, and then fold that over. You can stick that down with a little bit of washi tape if you wanted to, but they do stay. So as you can see, you've got a little pocket there, inside there you've got a little envelope, and you've also, if you wanted to, you could put some things in those sides as well. Okay, so the two that I got out of the A4 sheet of paper. I have also done some smaller ones, so again these were magazine papers. So yeah, so like I say, you can do them any size that you want to. Okay, so that's the first envelope, and I'll be putting them in. So this is going to be pocket, or yeah, this is more of a pocket than an envelope, I suppose, for your junk journal. So all I've got is an A5, so this was the A4, so I've cut this in half again. So this is the A5 piece of paper. You can do this, you could do it with the A4. It just depends how big you want how big your journal is, how big you want your pocket to be. Okay, so when you see how to make it, you'll understand what, if you wanted a bigger one, how the principle of making this pocket. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is fold it in half, okay, and then fold that, and then bring the top one down, top flap down to the middle, and then bring this one down to the middle, so you've got that. Okay, so we've got this, so all you've done is kind of made a trifold. Okay, and then we're going to fold it in half this way, and this is why you don't really want a paper that's too thick for these kind of pockets. You want kind of 180 GSM at the most, really. You don't want you don't really want a thick card, because it's just going to add bulk to your pockets. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just fold that one back up there. You don't have to do this, you could have just left it like that if you wanted to, but I think this makes a nice kind of feature to it. And that one there, that one to there, and that one. So just kind of put in that corner in line with that bottom edge of the paper. And then if you want to, this is probably dried up now, my glue, so I won't be able to get it out. All you're going to do is just put a little dot of glue, oh, it's worked, in the centre of these triangles. So just very, you can use tape if you wanted to, a piece of double-sided tape in the corner there. Just hold them down so that the glue gets time to stick. Okay, and then on that one, so again, just sticking those down. Okay, and then you're going to open it back up again, and then take masking tape, or I'm using this washi tape that's got Happy Birthday on that I probably won't ever use that much, so you're not going to be, you won't really see it. So what you want to do is just put it over half so that you've got some of the sticky exposed. Okay, so just cut them bits off. Okay, so you've got you've got half of the sticky of the tape showing, and you've got half of it stuck on the other side. Just bring that side up again and it will stick you're going to stick that down, so you've got, so it's not, you know, you've got your pocket there, so it's not sticking. Okay, and then all we're going to do, you can, if you want to, on, I'll show you the one that I've put in my book already. Let's see, where is it? Where have you gone? This one. So I've just stuck some little embellishments. I don't know if you can see. Sorry about that. I've just stuck some little embellishments on the corners to make it look a bit more, you know, pretty. I'll just turn this, let me just turn my phone off, sorry, so that you don't get all these oh, if my phone goes off again. Okay, so you can put embellishments on the sides if you want, you don't have to. And then in this junk journal, because we've left it open, we can now slot it in where we want to. So I'm thinking I'm going to slot this one into, she says, into here. Okay, so that, and I just wanted to make something that was, you know, that was going to brighten up the journal a little bit. Okay, so that's pocket number 2, and of course let me just get some tags so I can show you what you've got. So you've got, obviously you've got a pocket there, and then you could stick something into that bit there, you can stick something into that bit there if you wanted to. Okay, and you can obviously journal on these bits, it's up to you. And then obviously you've got room on here to stick things on as well. So that's another, so that's a little pocket, and as you can see my journal's getting quite chunky now. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that one. So that was pocket number 2. Okay, and I'll just show you with that the one that we made before, if I can find them. Okay, so what you can do with these ones, the ones that were pocket number 1, you could just find, you know, space somewhere. You know, it could go in that way. You could just paper clip in the side, and they just go in like that, and you've got, then you've got your pocket there as well. So there we go. So it's getting a bit chunky this now. So that was pocket number 1, envelope number 1, pocket number 2, and I shall shortly be with pocket number 3. So this is pocket number 3 in our series of pockets and tucks and things for our journals. So for this one, what you want to get is, I want to have and make is a heart shape. Okay, so all I've done is I've got one of the free papers again that I've got from this paper pack, and I've put it in half. This is the A4, I've kept it as an A4 sheet, and I've just put it in half. And then all I've done is I've got the lid off one of the jars that I have in my craft room, and then I've just put it on the top here, drew round it so that, and I've done it quite up to the end, if you can see that, I have drawn up to the end of the paper, so it's a nice big heart shape. Okay, so I've just drew round the top there up to about there, and then where my line finished, I've got my ruler and I've made it into a heart shape. Okay, and all I'm going to do now is just cut that heart shape out. You could use, you know, if you've got a die, you want quite a nice big envelope really, so that you end, a nice big heart shape, so that you end up with quite a nice biggish envelope really. You know, if it's too small, the envelope's going to be too small. So there we go. So what we want to do is we want to have it that way, with the heart point up there and these here. Okay, now whichever, if you want, so I want this on the outside, so I'm putting the side that I don't want on the outside there. Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're just going to, this is the obviously the middle of it. All we're going to do is just go up to and a little bit over the halfway mark and make a crease. Okay, pull that out again, just a little bit over. Oops, sorry, you wanted to make sure as well. Yep. So you've got that. Okay, and you wanted these really to be the same. You know, you want those to be the same, and then all you're going to do is, this is the easiest envelope that you'll probably make, is you're going to, where, can you see where the end of the point is on the triangle, that where we've pushed, where we've done our sides, just kind of do that up to there, and then just push that down, and there you have your envelope. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you could put a little bit of glue. Oopsie daisies, you don't have to do this because it will kind of, you want to put some glue, just a thin line of glue down the sides here. Okay, and then just fold them back in. Okay, you don't have to put it along the bottom area, it's just these two sides here. Okay, and just hold that till it's, just want to hold that till it's set. Like I say, you don't have to do this because, you know, you can just put that down and put it with a bit of washi tape and it will hold itself. But if you actually do those two sides like that, let me get another, you have then got your pocket there. Okay. Okay, so you've kind of got that pocket there, and there is another one at the back as well. So I don't know if you can see inside, but there is two sets of pockets in there if you wanted to do that. Okay, so like I said, that is a pocket, there is an envelope in there. Okay, yeah, so that is it. So that was 3 easy pockets, 3 tuck spots for your junk journal. And again, it can just go in with a, you know, you can either just put it in like that. Okay, so it stays in there. You can put, if I can get them out, you can put your, if you wanted to, you could hold it in place with a, and it's, you know, it's your, and just take it off when you wanted to. Okay, so that's another little envelope that you might want to put in your journal. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this little mini series of making envelopes for your junk journals. I hope you'll give them a go. As you can see, they're really easy, quick. You can make them out of any kind of papers, book pages, magazine pages. Just use copy paper if you wanted to. If you've not got anything else, just use copy paper, whatever. Okay, but I hope you've enjoyed them today, and I will be back soon with another journal in my junk journal. Thank you for watching today, and if you would like, please subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye.